What started as a simple meditation session with friends turned into something no one could explain. I floated through the earth, waved at the dead, and came back to find everyone standing over me in shock. But what truly sent chills down my spine was what they told me afterward. I'm Cheyenne, and this is my story. This happened when I was a teenager, around 50 years ago, but I remember it like it just happened last night. Some things just leave an imprint on your soul. And for me, this moment changed the way I saw the world forever. It was a quiet evening. There were about 10 of us, hanging out at a friend's house. Nothing too wild, just a group of teens talking about philosophy, dreams, and somehow the conversation turned to meditation. Most of us had never tried it, but someone brought it up and we were all intrigued. One of the guys, Michael, said he'd read about guided meditation and offered to lead us through a session. We figured, why not? We dimmed the lights, laid down on the carpeted floor, and someone put on tubular bells for background music. Yeah, that same eerie album that became famous for its use in The Exorcist. But we didn't think much of it at the time. Michael had a calm, steady voice. He began guiding us, telling us to relax, to let go of our thoughts, to breathe deeply and slowly. Then he said something like, "Feel yourself sinking into the ground, deeper, deeper, safe and calm." For the first few minutes, it felt like nothing special. I was relaxed, sure, but I've never been one to let go easily. I kept thinking about how weird it felt lying in the dark with 10 other people. But then, something shifted. It was like the floor beneath me gave way. I didn't just imagine sinking, I was sinking, but not in a scary way. It felt natural, like floating down slowly into a warm pool. Suddenly I was traveling underground, through the soil, through the earth. But I wasn't buried or suffocating. It felt like I was flying. I could see the dirt, the roots, small rocks drifting by like stars in space. Then I saw people. They weren't scary. They looked normal, smiling, peaceful, like they were waiting there. Some waved at me and said, "Hi." I waved back. It felt comforting, like I was passing through a world that wasn't meant to be frightening, just hidden. I kept going through more roots and darkness until I finally felt a pull to go back. I turned around in my mind, if that makes sense, and began to drift back the way I came. I saw the same people again and waved as I passed by. Then everything went black. I opened my eyes, and everyone was standing over me. They looked freaked out. I heard someone say, "It's okay, he's awake." I blinked a few times. My whole body felt like it had been underwater for hours, heavy and disconnected. "How do you feel?" Michael asked, crouching next to me. I sat up slowly. I don't know, I saw something or went somewhere. I don't know how to explain it. I told them everything about the floating, the people underground, the roots, every detail. And as I talked, their faces changed. One by one, they looked more and more disturbed. It wasn't just disbelief, it was recognition. I paused. "What's wrong? Why are you all looking at me like that?" That's when one of the girls, Sandra, said something I'll never forget. "Do you know where you are right now?" "Yeah," I replied, "at Mark's house, next to the golf course." She nodded slowly. "Yes, and there's a graveyard at the end of the street." I didn't know that. None of us had ever talked about it before. And the way she said it, the way they all stared at me, it suddenly hit me that what I had seen, those people underground, might not have just been a dream or a hallucination. They might have been real. We never did meditation again after that night. Some of the group brushed it off as a strange coincidence. Others admitted they felt something too, but no one else had gone as deep as I had, and none of them saw what I saw. I still think about those people, even now, decades later. The way they looked at me, the way they welcomed me. Like I wasn't a stranger, but someone just passing through. Maybe that's what death is like. Not an end, but a corridor. A quiet hallway beneath the ground, with familiar faces waving you along. Do you think it was just in my head? Or did I really cross into something we aren't meant to see while we're alive? Let me know in the comments. And if this story gave you chills, leave a like and share it with someone who believes there's more out there than what we can see. Sometimes the dead aren't gone. Sometimes they're just waiting for someone to say hi.